Hey guys, Kenny Wisdom here, bringing you another Trainer Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about how to build a collection from scratch on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This suggestion was made by Tom H. in the last session of Trainer Tip Tuesday. So thanks for the recommendation, Tom. I really appreciate that. The recommendations really make it easy for me to see what you guys want, and gives me nice ideas to play off of. So definitely let me know what you want to see in the comments. So as most of you know, I'm a huge fan of PTCGO. Before the online rankings were released recently, I was convinced that I was one of the top players just as far as time spent has gone. But once those were released, I realized that was not the case whatsoever. There's a lot of people that play a lot on and win a lot on there. But regardless, I'm sure that a lot of you also probably know that PCGO can be pretty hard to break into if you don't have a lot of codes already, or a lot of valuable cards, or just cash. So what I did when I first built my account was I just tried to acquire a bunch of codes as cheaply as possible. I think you're best off getting codes from the newest set, which would cost you around 25 cents each, and from there it's as simple as just making a list of the cards you need, which pkmoncards.com is great for. You can look through the sets and pick out which card you need individually, and then you can either go to the public trades, which will allow you to search for what you need. So you can say, I have 100 packs or however many, they're all for trade. I'm going to search for a Shaman EX, and you can see what people are offering. Most of the time people want packs, so you'll be a Shaman for however many packs, 10 packs, or sometimes it'll be a Shaman for 5 packs and 4 hypnotoxic lasers or whatever there is. Or you can go to the private trades and make your own, which means that you put up a trade. So you say, I have these 10 packs and I want a Shaman. I'm not sure which one is better there. Typically, I just go to the public trades because there are enough of them and it's easy to look through for the best deals. But if you don't already have a collection of any sort, it might be better just to use private trades. I think you're better off if you have the time just looking through both of them. And, if the newest public trade, or if the going rate on public trades for Shamans around 10, maybe offer 9 on private trades if you're willing to wait. Regardless, that's basically how I think the best way to do it is to just spend a little bit of money on packs. Like I said, they're about 25 cents each for codes, which can add up, but overall isn't too much. Typically, for a new set, I will buy 100 codes from my local store, Northwest Game Center, and that cost me around $25. And usually just browsing through public trades, that can get me everything that I need from a new set and then some. I usually have between 10 and 30 codes left over depending on the set. And the other thing is I'm not very patient. I just, if I see a trade for a Shaman and I need it, I'll just spend it because I have the packs. So if you were willing to kind of be patient with it and look around, I bet you could probably get away with 50 codes for the entire set, which is around $12.50, $13, $14, which I think is pretty reasonable. If you can't afford codes at all, one thing that I did was simply ask around. Another YouTuber and a local friend of mine, Royal Boy PTCG, who you should definitely follow, actually gave me a lot of his extra cards when I asked. I just said, hey, I'm building an account, I know you have a lot of cards, I know you play a lot, can you help me out? And, he donated a bunch of stuff. A bunch of my other friends are willing to give me stuff or trade me it for cheap. And I know not everyone has these resources. I know I'm lucky to have gotten it so easy. But I do think that if you know anyone that plays PTCGO or, has extra codes or whatever, they'll probably be willing to throw you a little something. And like I said, it can't hurt to ask. Almost everyone has extra stuff. And it can be kind of annoying to acquire all the supporters you need, but to someone that has extra stuff from opening packs, that's nothing to them. So definitely don't be afraid to ask around. And then another option that does require buying cards is to just try and get all the cards you need for one deck, and then play tournaments to win packs. I haven't done any calculations on how much time and money this actually costs to do, but it seems like a reasonable way to earn a little bit of packs and get some experience with the deck that you're playing. Obviously, not for everyone. If you don't think you can win tournaments, that might be best to avoid. But even things like the versus rewards program should be a pretty big help if you can just have one deck and play versus rewards. You get some packs, you'll get some tournament tickets, you get cards, just things like that. That's a really good way, especially depending on what the next series of them are. It's a really good way to earn some stuff if you can get just one deck together. Lastly, the tutorial on PTCGO, which does not require a deck, I think it just requires the theme deck, is supposed to be pretty good at giving you some good stuff. It gives you some staples, some packs, I think. I've never done it personally, just because I didn't need to, thanks to my friends who gave me a lot of stuff. But if you're definitely looking for a way to play and earn some stuff, I think that's the way to go. People on the PTCGO forums can help you out more, or on the subreddit can help you out a lot more with that, but from what I know, it's a pretty decent way to start off. So yeah, those are basically what I've used to success. It can be frustrating, I'm going through it with Hearthstone right now. Acquiring cards in a new game can be pretty frustrating, especially when there's no real system to like buy singles or anything like that. But I think overall that PTCGO is definitely worth it. The amount of playing you get to be able to do, and you can play anytime you want. You can put decks together and test them out real quick. Invaluable resource. Additionally, I really don't think it's that much money. I mean, like I said, I think you can get everything you need from a set for 50 codes, so you could probably build a few decks for, I don't know, a couple hundred codes, which isn't really that much, if you consider that even if you spend $200 on codes to get everything in the format, that, $200 won't even get you a deck really in real life, so I definitely think it's worth it. But, like I said, it is frustrating. It can be hard to acquire cards. Definitely look for code deals. Just to recap a bit, look for code deals. Look for deals in public trades. Make private trades if you need to. Ask around for friends. And then explore options like maybe getting one deck or some cards together and playing tournaments or the versus rewards and things like that. So that's basically all I've got for today. I will be doing more PTCGO videos in the future. I really want to explore this topic a lot more. I could see many more videos about how to play and the best tournaments to play and things like that. But I thought I would start off with a nice little introduction that might help a lot of you guys that don't have a whole lot of cards yet or are kind of on the fence about getting into the game. I guess one thing I forgot to mention too is that buying packs, it's not as simple as buying codes, but if you buy packs, you do get a code in every one, so there's a little bit of extra value for you there. But yeah, so that's basically all I've got. If you ever see me, feel free to hit me up online. I'm KWISDOM, so just K Wisdom on PTCGO, and I'm always down for a battle. Just add me. And that's going to be it for this week's edition of Trainer Tip Tuesday. Let me know any of your tips for breaking into the game online in the comments, and also let me know what you'd like to see for future editions of Trainer Tip Tuesday. Thanks for watching.